What's up, guys? Pyromaniac720 here, and I have for you Game 1 of my top 4 match from the West Babylon Premier Challenge versus Jeremy Gumbs, aka Randomtron. I played him round 2, and I beat him, so let's just get right into it. So once again, like I said in my other video, if you've seen my How to Beast a Best of 3 video, I advise that you don't bring your Mega Game 1 for multiple reasons. I break that rule because I played Jeremy and I brought X against him before, so he knows that I have Mega Charizard X. So I ended up bringing Charizard this game. So right off the bat, he leads Staraptor and Kangaskhan. Staraptor is a good Pokemon. It hits hard. It's got interesting choices. I noticed he didn't intimidate me, so I know he's running Reckless. The question is it Reckless Banded or Reckless Scarfed? I don't want to find out though, so I just go right for the Thunder Wave on it. Thank God he didn't fake me out. He goes for the U-turn onto my Meowstic, which does a huge chunk of damage, brings me down to 23. Great move by him here. A, he U-turns my Meowstic, and B, he facades me. He facades my Meowstic and takes me out of the match. So while Malamar sits idle, he ends up taking out my best support Pokemon, which really sucks because I was going to Thunder Wave or Charm one of those two. I was going to Thunder Wave probably Kangaskhan. So I go right for the Draco onto Mamoswine. I need to get rid of it immediately because otherwise it threatens me with Icicle Crash. I ended up picking up the critical hit. I don't know if that mattered. Mamoswine's pretty bulky, so it might have mattered, especially because I'm Scarfed and not Specked or Life Orbs. So I'm Modest Scarf. So he goes for the Hammer Arm, which I was definitely not expecting. I was expecting a Power Punch, but nonetheless, he picks up the KO, of course, with Hammer Arm, especially whereas I'm only running a 4 HP Hydreigon. And I go for the Superpower on Kangaskhan, which does around, I think, 65% damage or so. So that, I'm really happy where I am because he's at -2 speed, so Malamar's going to KO him next turn. So now Charizard comes in, and now his Hydreigon comes in. I don't know what item his Hydreigon is holding, which is always scary. Even if it's just specs, my Charizard is probably slower than it, whereas a lot of people run 252 speed, which outspeeds my Charizard. So he goes for the Draco, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my god, he's going to Draco my Charizard. But luckily he Dracos Malamar, and I'm like, is he going to survive that? And Malamar survives it, which is really, really awesome. So I'm able to get off the Dragon Claw onto Hydreigon, and I'm also able to get off the Superpower onto Kangaskhan before it can do anything to me since he's at -2 speed from the Hammer Arm. So at this point in the match, I'm feeling incredibly good about where I'm at. I have a 2-on-1 versus a paralyzed Staraptor. He ends up forfeiting the match there because, of course, Superpower KOs it, and so does Flare Blitz. So there's really nothing he can do. So he ends up forfeiting the match, and I go up 1-0 in top 4. So stay tuned for Game 2.